everyone, we're back for another workout of the day. Today is an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible in 20 minutes. It is called Dog Days. So it is 16 Bulgarian split squats, 16 V-ups, 16 alternating dumbbell snatches, 16 bird dogs, and every time you complete that 3 times, you're gonna do 5 hand release push-ups and 10 glute bridges. So we're gonna go through all of those movements and the modifications, and then you can get started. Okay, so the first movement is gonna be our Bulgarian split squat. So I'm still a little limited on movement, so I'm going to show you how to do it. And you can go down a little lower. I can only go down so far just because I am still recovering from my hip surgery. So you're gonna need a box or a bench, and you're going to put one foot up onto the bench, and you want it so that when you're standing here, this leg is straight, like down, and this one is just forward just a little bit, so that when you come down into that squat or lunge kind of position, you're gonna have a nice 90-degree angle. You don't want to be too far out or too far in. And again, this is as far as I'm allowed to go down. Working on strengthening my my glutes and my hamstrings and my quads, getting my strength back. So that's why we have some Bulgarian split squats today for you. So on this side, I can go down a little bit further for you, but we want to go down to, again, about a 90-degree angle, keeping that chest up and straight. So modifications would just be lunges. Again, I can't go down into a full lunge to show you, but 90 degrees, just alternating sides. You can also add a weight to those lunges if you want to make it just a little bit harder. The next movement is going to be our V-up. So again, I am limited, so I'm just going to show you sort of the movement. We want to bring our hands and feet up at the same time. You want to be touching your feet. I'm not allowed to go up that far. So why did I put the V-ups into a thing? Because I want to show that everybody can do it. So you can keep your feet straight and just come up as well. You can do leg lifts. Hey, Mia. Keeping that back straight against the floor. You can do, alternating V-ups where you're coming one and one, or you can just do regular sit-ups, or you can come up to your knees there as a crunch position. Okay. Next movement is going to be our dumbbell snatches. Now I'm going to do it off a little bit of a height because, again, I cannot squat down as far right now, but ideally if you're doing this, you would squat down to the bottom with that back straight, so you're bringing that full squat down and you're coming up and you're reaching overhead straight until your arm is straight overhead. Come down, switch. So for me, and this is for people who are in the beginning or need to modify, you can also do something like this where you can set up some plates to make it a little bit higher. So you're not squatting down as far. You're gonna come down with that straight back, that tight core, and you're gonna lift that dumbbell up. You're gonna bring your elbow up and punch out at the top. So it looks like this. You're going to use those legs to drive the momentum of the dumbbell up. You don't want to be stopping. It's all one fluid movement where you're coming down and coming back up. So different modifications, again, off the height, off the floor. You can just adjust the dumbbell weight. You can also grab a band. Ooh, jeez. Gotta work on my stability still. And again, you can squat down as far as you can, keeping that straight, and punch up at the top. And then just switch so you can do 8 on each side. The last movement of our AMRAP movements is going to be our bird dog. Again, not quite sure why it is called a bird dog, but it is. But you're going to be on your hands and knees, and you're going to do opposite leg to opposite arm. So just keep in mind the whole time you want to be squeezing. This shouldn't be like a fast, loose movement. It should be slow and precise. And you don't want to be moving your hips. So you want to keep your back straight. You want your hips to be parallel to the floor at all times, no moving back and forth. So in order to do that, really engage that core. You're really squeezing that core, come down, squeezing that core. Everything should be still. So I know that you know, we always like have a time here and how many rounds can you get, and so people want to go fast, but really to get the most out of that movement, I would rather you have less rounds and get more out of the movement. Some modifications would just be one hand at a time, or you can do one leg at a time. You can do hands first for 8 reps, and then legs for the other 8, or you can just do one or the other, whatever you feel comfortable with. So the next movement is going to be our hand release push-up. So it sounds like you're going to be doing like a crazy movement. It's not. You're just going to come down into your push-up. So remember, you want a nice straight back. Your butt is, you know, parallel. Everything should be straight and even. No butt up, no butt down. You come down and you're gonna go all the way to the ground. Lift your hands off the ground and then push back into them and come up. So that's the hand release. So you can also do that, you know, on a bench. You can come down and push off the bench. You can also come down to the bench, stop, and come up, or you can just do regular push-ups off the bench or on the floor. You can also do it on your knees as well. Come back down here. So you're on our knees. I can't cross my legs right now because it will move my hips in a way I'm not supposed to. So we want our hands again underneath us, and we're gonna come down and hand release at the bottom there. And then we're gonna do 5 of those, and then we're gonna do 10 glute bridges, which you can add weight or you can just do body weight. You want to set yourself up on the ground, and you will push all the way to the top, squeezing those glutes and hamstrings at the top. You're nice and straight. Everything should be in line. Come down, come up, squeeze, come down, squeeze at the top. So the only thing left on the ground is your shoulders. You can also use a ball or a bench or weights to put on top. Again, I wish I could demo those for you, but I can't because the doctor said so. So anyway, that is 20 minutes, as many rounds as possible. Every 3 rounds, you're gonna add in those 5 hand release push-ups and 10 glute bridges. Good luck. In my pink